Okay, when you're assembling your pen, the first thing you want to do is orient the pieces in the way that you want it to come out in the end. In other words, you're trying to figure out where do you want the ink to come out of. In this situation, we want the ink to come out of this end of the pen, so we're going to put the tip here, and then this end, this is a very important part, this end goes inside there. And we put these three together at the same time. This copper piece or end goes towards the tip. So then we take it over to the clamp, and when we put these together, it's very difficult to put them together by your hand, so we have to use the clamp. And you can get it kind of started, but that's about it. And then we open up the clamp here. And make sure that it is first and foremost all in a straight line. So I'm going to orient this so that it's in this straight line, because when I clamp it together, it's going to want to go whatever angle I don't have it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to start bringing it together, start clamping it together, and typically this end goes in first. So it's working well, and that goes into where it wants to go all the way. Now the important part is we have the gold tip or copper tip facing the tip, and I'm going to turn it just until that little groove just barely disappears. So I'm going to turn this right until that little groove and I'm going to go real slow because I don't want to go too far. And it's touching it, and now it's gone. Now, inside there, you might be able to see some threads inside there. This pen, as I look at the ink of the pen, it's threaded right there. So those threads go together. I thread it together here, and that's how the ink is coming out. Okay, if I twist this, the ink disappears. If you send this in too far, when I was squeezing it in the clamps, then the ink would be sticking out still. And that's a pretty good amount for it to be out right now. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is put this center piece on. We know that we have this oriented the way that we want it, so it goes on. And then we typically have to use the clamp again to put these two pieces on in the end. So make sure that when you do this that the ink is in, otherwise if you smash it, you're going to ruin the ink. I'm going to put the cap on, or the pen clip, and then the cap, and then it's the same as before. If you want the pen cap in a certain orientation, now's a good time to do that. And you're done. Now you've got a nice looking pen to take home right there.